All right, so let's get to reading the book of Daniel, Daniel chapter 12. Now, how do I use the index in my Bible? Sometimes my brain is very, very tired and very, very exhausted to know exactly where the scriptures are, but I have seen the Bible tabs. They are there, they're at the store. Um, just the flush card on the table for me, and I'll buy at least the first two in order to do six. It's gonna take about four. Yes, so just flush me the amount for the first two. I think they're $1.25, and I'll tab the Bible so it can be found much faster. Anyways, the abbreviations is in the front of the Bible. It's after the introduction pages. Okay? And then I normally just look right in the abbreviations here. And I find the book of Daniel, which is after the book of Ezekiel. And the base memory that I really do have is right, it stops right at the book of Psalms. So I just go from the book of Psalms where my base memory is, and then I find the book of Ezekiel, and then I know that Daniel is there, and that's how I use the abbreviations to get to Daniel. So Ezekiel, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, and then Ezekiel, and then the next scripture after that is Daniel. So I do know that much. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Malachi, Haggai, and then Zechariah. If I got that correct. Alright, now I found Daniel. Now we're looking at chapter 3. Chapter 12, sorry, chapter 12. But after this, chapter 3 is next. Okay? Chapter 12, the end times, which is clear by today's actions that no one cares about anyone except for themselves, as in, one of the things that I hear a lot is you can't do it unless they approve you to do it. This tells me that we're in the end of times for the entire planet, basically. Before God chooses the righteous to take with him, and those who are well left are ending up in deep set trouble because they do not have the protection that they had when the righteous was on the planet. So that's one of the things that I have heard a lot, is especially when it comes to my cooking and posting to YouTube, is you can't cook that unless we tell you you can cook that. So I've already spoken to y'all about the album Poison that is coming out by myself as Beyonce in music, and the feature song is going to be on the album, which you heard is Poison, and the other song that is in content that is happening today is Texas Hold'em. Okay? And we are in the 12th year and the 12th summer of the book of Daniel taking place, where the king has a feast. And a lot of the righteous is not going to be invited to the feast because they are all going to be tested and checked to see if when God shows up, are they really that righteous, or were they just pretending to be righteous while they lived on the planet? Because not everyone is showing the truth in their righteousness in all ways. And there are ways to find that out. But one of the very last ways to find it out is the end times, where God is literally, as we're speaking right now, probably picking and choosing those who he will take with him into the sky and they won't ever see death. They'll just get there and they don't even know how they got there. So we're there, pretty much. Especially when you tell me, oh, gee, you can't do that unless they tell you that you can do that. Okay? Now I can't even leave my house to go for a walk because I have a problem in having the house key and being responsible and returning to my house, even if I were to get locked out 65 times. So we're in the end times in God coming to take his righteous that is affected by the strength of sin. We're there. And I'm just waiting for the day when God chooses me. Hopefully, he chooses me, and hopefully, I get where I'm going because I don't even know if I'm chosen at this point. You only know if you're chosen by you actually being there and seeing yourself there. So I'm just wanting to be one of the chosen ones that gets to go, and I don't know if that's going to be me because remember I was a sinner once. I wasn't always righteous. So, because of your past life, God may give you a little bit more time to fight in order to earn your key, in order to get into the righteousness of life, because you didn't always believe from the day you were birthed. So there's a little bit more fight to get there. Anyways, the end times. Daniel chapter 12. At that time, Michael, the great prince who protects your people, will arise. There will be a time of distress, such has not happened from the beginning of nations until then. But at that time, your people, everyone whose name is found written in the book, will be delivered. Multitudes who sleep in the dust of the earth will awake, some to everlasting life, others to shame and everlasting contempt. Those who are wise will shine like the brightness of the heavens, and those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. But you, Daniel, roll up the seal, the words of the scroll, until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge. Then I, Daniel, looked, and there before me stood two others, one on this bank of the river and one on the opposite bank. One of them said to the man clothed in linen, said to the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, how long will it be before these astonishing things are fulfilled? By the way, I'm just finding this out that chapter 12 is the end of the book of Daniel, which means the book of Daniel has been fulfilled. By 2026 August, the book of Daniel has been deeply, physically, and ominously fulfilled from 2018. So the book of Daniel completed. The man clothed in linen who was above the waters of the river lifted his right hand and his left hand towards heaven. And I heard him swear by who lives forever, saying, it will be for a time, times and half a times, when the power of the holy people has been finally broken. All these things will be completed. The book power does exist. I heard, but I did not understand. So I asked, my Lord, what will the outcome of all this be? He replied, go your way, Daniel, because the words are rolled up and sealed until the time of the end. Many will be purified, made spotless, and refined, but the wicked will continue to be wicked. None of the wicked will understand, but those who are wise will understand. From the time that the daily sacrifice is abolished and the abomination that causes desolation is set up, there will be 1,290 days. Blessed is the one who waits for and reaches the end of the 1,335 days. As for you, go your way till then. By the way, those days are not counted for those who believe, because as you can see, God is telling Daniel, who is a strengthened believer, to go on his way, which means to continue. His days are not numbered nor counted. As for you, go your way till the end. You will rest, and then at the end of the days, you will rise to receive your allotted inheritance. So, what does that tell me? It tells me number one, continue to get those used furniture until God delivers what is in store for you. Because, as I said, I don't know if I've been chosen yet because I'm still using used furniture in order to do what I have to do because of sin. And the only way you can block sin is by using used furniture, especially furniture that has been used in order to connect with the sin. You use used furniture that was attempted to be used to connect with the sin dies. Only a matter of days until the sin dies. 1,335 days, that's 4 years: 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. 1,335 days. Bye. Now, let's connect the book. If I can get the right book there. Cannot get the right book, I ain't gonna stress and I ain't gonna fight because I'm running out of time. And you've also run out of time. And today is June 21st, 2026. That has been the reading of Daniel chapter 12, in which we are at the end of Daniel chapter 12, which means 2027 August, Poison the album will be released by me as Beyonce for you to purchase your copy. With that being said, bye.